Hi there, my name is Rachael Myerly, and I am a volunteer with Bay Area Turning Point. We hope you're enjoying our web series in honor of Women's History Month. Today, we're talking about volunteers. Volunteers are a crucial part of the movement to end domestic violence and sexual assault. It takes involvement and awareness from the whole community to make lasting change. While Bay Area Turning Point provides services to anyone experiencing domestic violence or sexual assault, many of our clients are women. That's why it's important our volunteer base reflects the community we serve. The movement to end domestic violence and sexual assault is rooted in the idea of women speaking up and standing up for each other. When our clients see women volunteering, they know they're part of a community working to create a sense of peace and safety. There are a ton of reasons I love volunteering at Bay Area Turning Point, but I'll share just a few with you today. First, the agency equips volunteers with the knowledge and support you need to become a catalyst in the movement. Second, there are so many ways you can get involved as a volunteer, from food services to childcare, crisis hotline support to fundraising. There are countless ways volunteers can make a difference for survivors of domestic violence and sexual assault. And finally, I love that Bay Area Turning Point meets one-on-one with each volunteer to discuss which volunteering opportunity best matches their strengths and interests. So if you'd like to become part of the movement to end domestic violence and sexual assault, reach out today to get involved at Bay Area Turning Point. We need volunteers like you to bring their unique skills and passion to the movement. In celebration of Women's History Month and in honor of the women who have come before us, we hope you join us in the movement to end domestic violence and sexual assault.
Hi, I'm Susan Bradshaw, and I was asked by Bay Area Turning Point as a volunteer to share my insight on how women can help address the problem of domestic violence and sexual assault. Two questions I think we, as women, need to ask ourselves in addressing domestic violence in our community. First, how can we go forward in valuing our worth with having healthy boundaries? And second, how can we help others learn to help themselves when addressing domestic violence? We, as mothers, daughters, sisters, wives, employees, and grandmothers, volunteers, all of us can make an impact on others by educating ourselves, educating others, and listening with intention. So, what are some of the ways women can educate ourselves and others? We can verbalize our own value and worth as women to the people around us. We can recognize our own doubts and build our self-confidence. We can recognize our discouraging thoughts and fears and replace them with truth. We can stop procrastinating and start doing something right now. From our own example as women, we can show how we have healthy boundaries with others. And we as women need to deal with our own traumas by seeking professional counselors at times. There's ways we can take advantage of reading books and attending women conferences that address issues such as domestic violence and healthy boundaries, having a good self-esteem, and building self-confidence. We can research online for nonprofit organizations in our area that help people with domestic violence and sexual assault. We can share with our women friends and coworkers and groups we're involved with in our community. We may never know how this information will be helpful to someone. We can definitely volunteer as women at nonprofit organizations in our area and help victims. When we have an opportunity to listen to someone's story of his or her emotional or physical abuse, we can do more than listen and sympathize. We can share with sincere intention how they can take actions to help themselves. by offering resources we have found, sharing phone numbers of hotlines for victims of domestic violence in our area, offer tips on ways to stay safe and get out of dangerous situations, encourage to call the police if they are in immediate danger, and remind them that restraining orders can be filed for protection. Good news, we don't have to be a trained therapist. We don't have to be a social worker. We don't have to be the director of Bay Area Turning Point or a police officer. We as women can respect ourselves. It's simple. Know our own self-worth, implement our healthy boundaries, educate ourselves, be intentional, be aware of the needs of others, and show grace to one person at a time. It is easy. Our efforts as women will have a ripple effect in our world. Thank you for making a difference, one day at a time. Have a blessed day.
Hi, I'm Lakeisha Penland. I'm the Volunteer Services Manager at Bay Area Turning Point, and you just heard from two amazing women who partnered with us to stand against violence. They joined the movement as part of the Outreach, Education, and Prevention team to be an extension of the agency to reach the community and educate the public about the seriousness of this cause. They let everyone know that Bay Area Turning Point is a resource in the area and that we can be utilized for a myriad of services. Outreach, education, and prevention is just one area or service that you can volunteer in this agency. The housing department is where clients receive assistance to meet their housing needs, such as being granted with funds to pay their rent for short to medium term. A few ways volunteers can assist in this department is as a clerical aid, by calling landlords and property managers on behalf of the agency and helping enter those applications for these funds. Clerical aides can also assist in the Grants and Compliance Department, where the team works diligently to analyze data and make sure we remain compliant on all forms for our grantors. Volunteers help in this department by entering information into the database, items such as surveys and hotlines. But not only can volunteers enter hotlines, they can also be a hotline assistant. Bay Area Turning Point's 24-hour crisis hotline is just that. 24 hours. Having volunteers to assist in taking these calls, to be a calm voice in the midst of someone's chaos, is so important. They can help make sure that not only every call gets answered, but they answer every call with quality and care. Now, speaking of quality and care, we have volunteers that help care for children in our Children's Services Department. Volunteers not only rock babies, but they can assist in lesson planning, while children in the childcare is all about fun and play. They also get to give the kids a healthy learning environment. And that environment is safe and clean, not only for kids, but the clients and the agency as a whole, thanks to our operations department. They ensure that everything is clean and running smoothly for the safety of the clients, staff, and of course, our vendors and volunteers. You can be a part of the department if you enjoy light maintenance and janitorial duties. We have volunteers that don't mind lifting a finger or two at any of our locations. Did you know we have 4 locations? Well, now you do. We have the Crisis Intervention Center in the Webster area, a location in Chambers County. The shelter is in a confidential location, and we have the Donation Center on Hercules in the Clear Lake area. The Donation Center is also a great volunteer opportunity. It is the home of the Client Closet, where clients have the opportunity to shop for free to get items for themselves, their children, and even household items. Volunteers help sort the donations that is given to us by the amazing community of the Clear Lake area. They hang clothes neatly on hangers so that clients can come into a boutique-style atmosphere and have a peaceful shopping experience. The clients are not digging through bins or being tossed a bag of clothes that may or may not fit. The Client Closet affords them the opportunity to shop for things they like, try it on, and make sure it is a good fit, and it's undisturbed, intimate, and private, just like our counseling sessions. Bay Area Turning Point has counselors for both adults and children. Getting free to a safe place is just part of the battle. The other part is being free in the mind. Mental health is so important, and that is why we offer it to the clients to help stop the cycle of abuse and to assist the clients sort through the trauma they've been through. The counselors work with the clients on the individual basis as well as in support groups. Can volunteers help with counseling? They sure can. We have counseling interns assist with support groups. We have licensed counselors that can come and help with caseloads. There is no limit to what a volunteer can do. So show us your skills so we can port you in the right direction. But if individual volunteerism isn't your forte, then grab a group. We have special projects opportunities available as well. Special projects can be hosting a needs drive, doing workshops like financial classes, resume building classes, or even yoga. Projects can be doing an event like a fall festival, back to school bash, or holiday party. These are just to name a few. But let's say you don't want to be hands-on, but you still want to help. Well, we have an opportunity for that as well. We have off-site opportunities that you can do on your own time, individually, or with a group. Tasks can include stuffing envelopes, making goodie bags for birthdays or holidays, and even making blank file folders for us. The opportunities are endless. Volunteers are very important to Bay Area Turning Point as it was founded by volunteers that saw a need in the community over 30 years ago. Volunteers are the backbone of the agency because they labor from the heart to support what they believe in. For example, the Texas Council of Family Violence was founded by women. They took the need for shelter and services to the next level. In 1977, the first shelter was established in Austin, Texas, and they saw that it wasn't enough and advocated for funds and protection orders to better assist their survivors. Without their volunteerism, boldness, and advocacy, there may not be a Texas Council for Family Violence. There may not be as many safe places for violence survivors in the Texas area, and there may not be a Bay Area Turning Point with services to help advocate to end domestic violence. Women have made a huge impact in raising awareness and providing services for the cause that was overlooked so many years. Women took a stand by volunteering their time and hard work to say and show that enough is enough and something has to change. Yes, majority of our volunteers are women in support of a cause that mostly impact women. It is the perfect picture of sisterhood. Women uniting to save each other. Women uniting to stand for one another. Women uniting for a better future for their daughters today and their granddaughters to come. Come be a volunteer at Bay Area Turning Point, where we stand in unity for peace for every woman, every child, and every man, every day. Thank you.